The Muslim Council of Britain is a vibrant coalition of groups and associations dedicated to seeking the common good. Our strength is in our diversity, and over the next few moments we will outline the work and ethos of Britain's largest Muslim umbrella body. Britain is home to one of the most diverse Muslim communities on earth. British Muslims are mostly young and contribute to all aspects of society. Muslims have a long association with the British Isles, from Elizabeth I to Elizabeth II, from shops offering sherbets in Shakespeare's London to Muslim soldiers responding to the call to arms. As Muslims, we have built institutions and social bonds to keep the essence of our faith alive so that we can contribute to society. Social justice and community engagement are at the core of Islam. In the UK, many Muslims have been energized by their faith to try and improve society for everyone, Muslim and non-Muslim alike. The Muslim Council of Britain is proud to be part of this tradition. It is democratic, inclusive and committed to the common good. The MCB is the UK's largest and most diverse Muslim umbrella body, with hundreds of affiliates, national, regional and local organisations, mosques, charities and schools.
This is what the MCB has come to represent in Britain over the last few years. It's the point of coherence within the diversity of the Muslim community. A diversity that is national, a diversity that is ethnic, a diversity that is linguistic, and the MCB constitutes a point of coherence within it.
Since we were established in 1997, the MCB has worked hard to have the Muslim contribution to British life recognised and celebrated. It has joined Britain's national conversation and sought to balance the debate and improve the image of Muslims in the media.
Because I think it's very important that we make the point, and that it goes out very loudly and clearly from this House, that the Muslim mainstream majority in this country abhors the terrorist threat every bit as much as every other citizen in this country, and we are all united in seeking to combat this threat, and that could not have been made more clear than by the Muslim Council of Britain, which the day after the attack condemned it in the strongest terms, with the Muslim Council of Britain's Secretary-General, Dr. Muhammad Abdel Bari, saying, and I quote, "We all have a collective duty to stand against those who wish to perpetrate terror against innocent civilians wherever it may occur."
It has worked tirelessly to ensure Muslims are fully engaged stakeholders in public policy and political debate.
It is critical, I believe, in a democracy that there is a body like the MCB that coordinates the voice of British Muslims to the government, but also to civil society. So it looks both ways effectively. I think MCB is a great role model for Muslims and for other faiths elsewhere to show how important it is to work together, to compromise, to be pragmatic about the things you want to get done. And that's exactly what MCB has done in the last several years it's been going.
And it has done this to ensure Muslims have access to a level playing field and are treated fairly on faith schools, protection from discrimination and hate speech.
I think the MCB has provided a powerful voice on behalf of the Muslim community, and in that critical period after the London bombings, when in particular there was a danger of a tide of opinion rising against the Muslim community, with the work of the MCB, a different set of values were espoused, and we were proud to work with the MCB to try to get those positive messages across.
The MCB has challenged racism and has been at the forefront in highlighting anti-Muslim hatred. It has fought to protect Britain's cherished civil liberties and has challenged the imposition of draconian legislation that affect Muslims disproportionately.
Some of the best work that the MCB has done, for instance, has been work in the community to get legal rights for the equality legislation. We've gone and advertised that in the mosques, made sure people understood what their rights are.
The MCB has worked to forge common purpose and standards on issues such as halal food, chaplaincy and mosque provision, all matters that affect us as a diverse faith community. We have initiated projects to build capacity in our community, investing in the development and promise of Britain's Muslims.
Good school programs are crucial, especially for Muslim students. In the United Kingdom, the statistical evidence on underachievement of Muslim students is stunning, says the Muslim Council of Britain. The MCB has launched a program called Footsteps to give young people new confidence.
It's all about getting you youngsters, particularly, to realize as Muslims, you can play a great part in this country.
The MCB has also launched initiatives to reframe the debate around Muslims in the UK, promoting an inclusive and forward-looking agenda.
My topic of research is called Can National Curriculum History Help Muslim Boys Succeed? And it's looking at how compulsory schools history can promote the overall success, both in academic and personal terms, of Muslim males at secondary schools in England. Some of the main findings will have great implications for the way we think about Muslim boys and their citizenship, entitlements and their sense of belonging in England. The way that the MCB has contributed is really by grounding my research in the needs of the Muslim community and making sure that my surveys and my interviews are relevant to the concerns of the Muslim community.
And we have fostered the idea that Muslims, inspired by our faith, must work hand in hand with fellow Britons to help build a better Britain for all.
I think the MCB has a pivotal role to play and a continued role to play in fostering great interfaith relations between communities, not only for the betterment of the individual communities but for society as a whole. And we hope to continue developing better relations between the Three Faiths Forum and MCB.
Energized and inspired by our faith, the MCB has sought to build better links with the Muslim world, because we believe that such links can serve British interests. This is why the MCB campaigned in the Muslim world to bring the Olympics to London, and these links have led to Muslim countries and communities from all over the world to the UK to build bridges with Britain. Our international work has been governed by the ethos to seek fairness, justice and world peace. The Muslim Council of Britain is a democratic body pledged to seek the common good.
What I would say about the MCB and what's so special and important about the role that it plays in the Muslim community is that leadership. At a time when leadership is needed, that the leaders in the community come together under one organisation and have a strong voice for the community and talk about the issues that are in the mainstream, working for the common good, speaking up against injustice and bringing the youth together. In the last few years, I think what's been the key success of the MCB is actually forming its own identity and coming into its own in terms of that place it has in civil society.
There's a real sense of organisational renewal, and as an admirer of the vocation and purpose and aims of the MCB, I want to be the first to congratulate you for that.
It was formed to empower the Muslim community to contribute towards achieving a cohesive, just and successful British society.